guys, welcome back. Mage with me, Sid, on the Mage server, and I've been quite busy between episodes. Let me just, we'll have a look at the bits and pieces that arrived, have arrived between episodes later, but let's just go down to the Armour Museum. I believe, apart from Lighting Lich, yeah, Neil popped by and completed my gold arm. I think it was Neil. If it wasn't... Oh my god, what have we got popped up now? Essence Infused Mark 1. People keep on coming back and finding things. I've made the wood armour and wood set for it. I'm the last of the big spenders, you know. I don't think there's anything up here. As I say, every time I turn around there's something different about the place. So... you'll probably notice one thing different straight off the bat though, and that is there's a honking great big lump of stone hovering in the air. Now I've been preparing, I've got everything we need to make the flowers for my mana production, and I've got a little room down here. I've built a connection corridor over to the potato chest. What I have done, I've realised, is I've not grabbed something I needed, so we better go and do that quick, but I'll just show you. We go up into here, there's an interior room at this point, and then we come onto the top, and this is where the bulk of my Botania mana usage and usage is going to go up here. While I am at it, I have also finished digging out, well, not finished digging out, there's more digging to do, but I have actually got the dome area of this now hollowed out completely, so this hill is nice and hollow. The plan is I'm going to build the dome here. Now I'm going to have to do a little bit of Thaumcraft to build this before we can start, because there's a chisel block I want to use. Let's have a look. Arcane stone. Here we go. So you can build these with glowing symbols. You can chisel arcane stone, but obviously we need to get into the Thaumcraft to do that. And I was thinking that would make a nice, like, support structure for these four elements here, and then to go down the side. And I think I'm going to have some window skylights built into here. I haven't quite decided exactly how I'm going to do it yet. Anyway, enough about the future. Let us get on with what we need to do now. Have I got my sash on? No, I haven't. I'm just moving very fast for me not having my sash on. Yeah, so I needed another one of those. I needed a trash can, which I knew I'd built ready, and I needed some item filters. I also needed from here that and that. Right, I knew I'd got everything ready, I just forgot to bring it with me, because I'm a derp. So what we're going to do is we are going to come down here, and first things first, we are going to, if I can get these, I want the poisonous potatoes. Oh, well, I've got a stack of spuds, and we'll take those out. So we take one of these filters, because poisonous potatoes are useless to us, so we'll stick poisonous spuds in there. We will grab one of these. Just get my Devonal. I made a new Devonal because I couldn't find my old one, so that should have poisonous spuds in it. Let's stick those in as well, and then we can stick right next to that, I'm not really bothered, the trash can. So that should get rid of all the poisonous potatoes out of the system. That shouldn't be... oh, I haven't put the... yeah, let's just put the filter in. Oh, there you go. Brilliant. Right, so I've wasted a few spuds, I'll live with that. Now the next thing we need to do is upgrade... well, I need to put the energy upgrade on this for starters. And that. And we need to set you to potatoes. No, not quite. We need to set you to jacket potatoes. Now I have cooked up a few potatoes, because it seems a shame when you've got all that food not to eat it, rather than just waste it. So over here, if I just borrow those for a second, jacket potato, so that will only pull out jacket spuds. Well, it will do once it's in place anyway. So the idea we're going to have here is that the system is going to only pull out cooked spuds. Now the problem is at the moment I have a huge backlog of spuds. So we are going to need to take a few out, I think. And if we leave that running like that, what we should hopefully do is going to, you know what, I'm going to pull a whole load more out just to give me some space there. And this is starting to get cooked spuds, and I'll pop these in my cooker just to eat them, really. So let me just offload you. Probably too many there, but it doesn't matter. Not the end of the world. Now, once eventually this will reach equilibrium, the system will, you know, be more or less. I think it will fill up at times, and I may need to empty it, but it should be for the most part good, and that will have a whole buttload of jacket spuds in it. So the next thing we're going to need to do is jump down the hole. Well, would be if the hole were jumpable, downable, and then we can hook you up and bring you across this way. While I am at it, I'm going to fill this in as well. I don't like having too high tunnels at any time. I know nothing could spawn down here, but it's I suppose it's the difference between doing a job right and wrong. You know, I'll know it's here kind of thing. So we're going to bring this pipeline all the way across to here. And eventually, with a little curse of the devil, if you click on it from too far away, and I'll probably bring that up at this point. So we've got the little pipe coming up there. Right, let's use this elevator to get out of here. We need to jump into my backpack. We're going to need you, we're going to need you, we're going to need you, you, and you. And I've made enough to make 9 of these. I actually only need 8. Oh, and the seeds, of course. So let's go and make some Gorgon Moralis, I think it was called. Bonk. Bonk. Hey. No, bad. Okay, not a problem. Let me empty bring you down here and get you right emptied up. So we are going to have bucket of water, then that, 2 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those, and seeds. Big flower, this one. So it should be all the way through here, and we should get Gorgon Moralis, whatever it is, however you pronounce it. And I need 8 of these, so I'm going to get these quickly thrown together, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so the last thing, I've got 8 of these for Yukai Desu. Oh dear, I'll try not to do that ever again, I promise. Now the last thing we need is we need to make some living wood planks, and we are going to make an open crate from Britannia, surprisingly enough as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to hop down in here. We are going to plant our Gorgon Moralis all down here like this in a nice circle. We are then going to place... Whoa, not quite, but well, doesn't matter. Place these in here. I need to get one more, which I'm going to borrow and take. Now this one doesn't really matter actually, because I'm not going to use my dig spell on them because, you know, I don't want to break them any more than necessary. I've got 4 mana pools as well, but we'll deal with those in a moment. This can just go in here. So these are going to fire their mana up into this island. You'll see I've left some strategic spots there. So what we need to do now is I'm just going to borrow this bit of living wood, and then we will place the open crate on top of that, and we will blast that out of existence. And then we can, well, first things first, we probably need to bind all of this up before we start dropping food. The problem with these plants is they will eat the food whether they're hungry or not. They're a bit like a dog in that respect. They tend to gorge on, regardless of whether they need it, they will eat it. So there are going to be a lot of wasted jacket potatoes coming from here. But what we need, I need my wand, and I need to get this in bind mode. Oops, we'll get you and bind you to there. Hang on. So you should be. Our problem is this is going to be very... So we'll bind you to that one. We'll bind you to that one. We'll bind 2 to each, basically. And that way no one mana spreader should get overloaded. This is a pain because the customer in the ceiling I can't see. Tell you what, am I still in bind mode? Let me just make sure that I just, if in doubt, do it again. So you can go to there, and you can go to there as well. So that should be all done. Now the next thing we need to do is take you in bind mode, jump up here, where's my mana pools, stick you there, and bind you to that. Did that work? Yes, did. Excellent. So we'll take you, we'll put you there, and bind you to that. You know what I should do, and that's just place the rest of these. Well, I'll place them one by one. That way I'll not cock up. And so we'll take you, and we will bind you to that. Oh, hang on. And then you are going to be bound to that. Excellent. So what you've got is these pulsers. Now obviously at the moment that is just the guidance, and if I go off of there you can't see anything. I also need to get rid of that piece of poop there now, because you are no longer necessary. But once these start feeding the mana, we should start getting, let's see, eventually should be happening anytime. It takes a while because it's a long way for them potatoes to walk. And what we should see is the system off. So what we've now got, as long as there is mana going into the system, is an island which has been held up by these 4 blasts of mana. I like the look of it. It looks, I'm going to beautify it up, obviously. Now we also should have somewhere about my mana tablet. Let me get you back into there. Let's see, what are you doing? You are accepting. I want you to spare mana because I don't want to waste this. Oh, of course. So we'll grab that, and then we'll dump that in one of the mana pools upstairs, not waste it. We probably should get these out of the way now. I think these are done with. Interesting. That one showed us a daisy. Yeah, you can see it's poppy. A little tiny flicker when he goes, I'm a poppy. No, actually I'm not. I'm one of them. Right, so you are more or less redundant now. As are you. Oh, and that is full. And you are redundant. And you are redundant. And we might as well grab this while we're here. So that's the system up and running now. As I say, it's going to be a little bit odd at first. Because what we're going to find, I think, is the system is going to get overloaded with spuds. Yeah, so we've got a problem immediately with, you know, these spuds coming down faster, and that's because there's a backlog of spuds up in the top there. It isn't a problem. We can, in fact, we'll just get some more of those out. The idea here is not to have a lot of spuds going through, but to have a constant flow of potatoes being fed into the system, and eventually this will slow down and we should empty out. That's the plan anyway. But I also wanted to do something different. You know, I have done lava power before. Now I'm going to put some more mana spreaders in here and have another. Let me in fact do this one upstairs. I'll show you what we're going to do with this one. In fact, I'll use you just to base this on. This is going to be the top point here, and oh yeah, I've not got my magnet on anymore. So once that has finished doing its thing, I'll grab that out. We'll place the spreader to take the mana up another level, and that means that we've got 8 mana pools potentially full of mana once this system's going. But it's not doing badly already. I mean, you know, there's a build of mana. It's certainly faster than the mana flowers. That goes without saying. How are we going down there? Must be getting close now. Yeah, it is empty. Just hadn't decided that it hadn't finished rendering yet. Okay, and then you bind mode to that. So what we should get is 4 of these, and then all of the mana is running up here on the top. So yeah, we've got some mana production going, and then obviously we now need to know what the hell we're going to do with it. There is another thing I want to be playing with though soon, so and we probably need to have a look at that sooner rather than later, and this is partially because I'm fairly certain nobody has touched this on the server, because it's a new mod. It's a mod that I'm not overly familiar with. It is a fairly confusing mod in some respects as well. Man, stop it, will you? Let's put you over there. There you go. Now, see, I'm wondering whether I've actually got a system which is too fast now, which is possible. It is very possible. Yeah, it's something I'm going to have to keep my eye on. If it proves to be too fast, there is a solution, and that is to turn off one floor. Let me just run up here. Don't know whether we're going to be able to easily get in here, but let me have a look. Oh yeah, not too bad at all. So that one is empty. So the only, well, it's not empty, it's obviously got those 2 layers of spuds in them. So that one's okay. Now let's have a look at this one. I'm just going to go and check all my spud layers and see that one's empty. And if it does turn out that I am one, that this is just basic supply, then what I shall, because you see this one, that is full, that layer. But this one, so yeah. But what we've got is we've got too many spuds. That one's empty, okay, that's good. Hey, oops. And what about you? Are you empty? That one is empty, so we're on to the bottom floor. Damn it. Well, at least I can do this one without having to cling to a ladder. Yeah, this is emptying, so once we've got rid of these, I think we will be okay. So it's basically 9, 18, 27 stacks worth, give or take. So what we can do, if we want to, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I'm full. Well, and that's full anyway. I've got too many potatoes now. Yeah, anyway, I'm just going to tidy myself up a little bit, do something with these spuds, keep my eye on the system for a while, and we will be back shortly. Okay, so that seems to be working. I've stuck 64 stacks of potatoes out of the way, just to allow the system a chance to kind of reach equilibrium. So what we are going to need to do is get on with some Thaumcraft, because I don't think have I got a Thaumonomicon? I know I've found pretty much everything else to do with Thaumcraft. I don't think I've found a Thaumonomicon though. I am aware that I am slipping way behind people. I've got an iron-capped wooden wand, courtesy of inadvertently killing a petch wizard that surprised me. So we need to make our Thaumonomicon. This is the Thaum. I can never remember how you actually make these, because you know you do it once and then you don't do it again. The Thaumonomicon. You hit a bookshelf with a wand. That's right, bookshelf with a wand. So we are going to need some. We're going to need more than that. I'm going to need to go and harvest a few of our reeds, I think, for starters. Not the most efficient reed farm in the world, but it fits the theme. So I've also got some netherworts going around here. I borrowed a cup of netherwort, a cup of sugar from Neil the other day to get those fire runes going. When I did go into the nether for the soul sand and the netherrack, did I? No, I thought I'd done. Hey, I thought I'd done dropped some of them in there, but obviously I've got them all. There we go. Right, so we need to get our Thaumonomicon going, and we're also going to need to get our thermometer going and start with the Thaumcraft research. Now, I'm not going to do the research on camera because that would be tedious. I have covered my methods of mob drops. That's probably in there then. 1, 2, 3. Methods of doing Thaumcraft research and the orders in other series, so check those ones out if you want to know the order that I tend to do things in. But there are good guides on the internet for how to unlock all the various aspects. someone's trying to do a spell, and it just asks for an oak log. No, do we not? No. Oh, okay. Let me shift that. There we go. Better. Take my one focus off. Always works better that way around. So we get our Thaumonomicon, and there we are. And we have bugger all research. We've learned bugger all aspects. We just know the primals. And that's it. So the very first thing we are going to need is a Thaumonomicon, which is covered somewhere. We got a wand. We don't need that. No, I just want... Where are you? Artifice. Thermometer. 2 gold, 2 earth shards, 2 shards, and some glass. I think we can manage that at this stage in the game. Glass, gold. Give me a couple. Bonk, bonk. I have actually got a plan for a fairly good way of getting diamonds for future episode, but what have I got absolute buttloads of? Air shards for some reason. Oh, common treasure. Let me get that open as well, free some space. What did we get from you? Oh, Bask gave me an assembly halo as well the other day, so if you're wondering where that has suddenly popped up from, yeah, all I got was a bit of that gold. I think we can actually do. We can make. Oh yeah, it counts as a nugget, so you can smelt it down into gold. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let us get a thermometer going. So you know, if you've done Thaumcraft before, you know, you go out, you scan things, and it tells you you don't understand that. So then you go and scan something else, and it tells you don't understand it, and so on and so forth. Now we may hopefully be able to find out. So that is, what was it? 26, 27, and 28, and it's a normal node. Okay. Sorry, pardon me. So I am going to dig out my my handy dandy sheet for what to scan to do what, and the first thing you need to scan is a torch. It may not work. Yep, no, it can't do that one. So we need to get the chisel a torch back to a torch. Just plop one of those down. So yeah, as I say, not doing this on camera, but I always start off with looks. And we've learned something. Yay. Go us. So I'm going to continue working through the research until I've unlocked as much as I can, and I'll be back with you in a mo. Okay, I've been scanning and having fun. I made a research table. That's fairly straightforward. You know, make scribing tools and then click on it on 2 tables. I've got a fair amount of aspects sorted. So what I am going to need is, at the moment, obviously, I have an iron cap wooden wand, which is, quite frankly, crap. So probably the first thing we want to go down the line of is to get the Great Wood Wand core. So we've got this set on the server to allow basic instant purchasing of stuff. So we don't have to do any of the faffy minigame stuff in the research table. That's all gone away. But all we need to do is click, get the actual research we want. That has opened up something over here. It's just given me the same information in this Thaumic Esoterica. Shard rings. It's all new. There's so much new stuff in here. It's going to be entertaining to find out what half of this stuff does. The bone bow has opened up as part of my research, and you know, enchanted fabric, which we'll have to get down sooner rather than later. Mage is open, so I probably want to get that red crystal fairly soon. Actually, I'm not bothered so much about those at this moment, but red crystal, basically redstone with vitreous, and it gives you these red crystals which act like redstone, but they can go on the sides, which is why we didn't put in redstone paste. And obviously this Thaumic Tinkerer and Apocrypha and all of that stuff, but what we need is that, and probably Oh, I need some instrumentum. Instrumentum, well, just need to scan some tools, I suppose. What do we got? We've got a bow. I've got an iron, bog standard iron sword. I've already thought I'd scanned a hoe. Yes, I have. I've got a stone sword. I've got an iron hoe, aromatic hammer, builder's wand. These came from Echo, Summer. She's been killing things left, right and centre, so oh, and I have some shears. So let's just get, I think this is going to give me not so much, oh, give me a whole load of stuff. Let's have a look then. Iron sword is just tell him. I didn't think it would be. We might as well scan it anyway now I've got it out. Iron hoe. Oh. Right, to try getting the thing. That should give me. Didn't give me any instrumentum. How bizarre. Alright, what about you? No. Aromatic hammer? Nothing? This is the fun when you're on a purchasing system, of course. Is finding the instrumentum can be fun, to say the least. You can go away. Don't know what I'm going to do with all my arrows. Chisel? You got any instrumentum in you? No, just metallum. Okay, well, we are going to have to. Instrumentum is, oh, we don't know because we haven't got that research yet, have we? Let's have a quick peek at this up here. So research expertise, we'll have that one. I'm not going there yet, and we might as well have advanced node tapping. I can't do that because we haven't got any aurum. Aurum is going to be a complete pain to get, but that should give us, so it's Humanus and Perdita, Ordo, even. Was that enough to get what I wanted? Thaumaturgy, yeah, gold one cap, sorted. So we should be able to find a little bit of great wood, bang bang, and stick that into the, oh, we need to do a thingy table, don't we? Yes, we do. Of course we need to do a thingy table. And for that I will need those and those. I think this was it. I need to move out of here, this shack as well, and get all this into a home, but for now we should be good. There we go. And then we can do that. Uses 3.3 Perdito, gives me a great wood 1 core, and then we need a little bit of gold. Just 1 ingot's worth actually, because I've already got 7 nuggets there. Okay, and we are on the old. Oh, we can't do it in there, can we? We are on the old Thaumcraft trail once again. Insufficient vis. Okay, so we need to charge you up. This is where things get fun. The early days of Thaumcraft. Oh, how we missed you. Right, you are. Right, so you got 20 odd of each. Let's just do a little bit of charging and a quick look. Still okay. So what are we? Just don't want to kill this. Bit of terror, a bit of air. So we're missing Ordo. I need to find an Ordo node. Well, I'm probably running to time now, so I will continue hunting around for nodes in a moment. In fact, if I have a look at I, we should have a list of nodes. Sure, those. I've not scanned any other than that one, so how I can have these, I don't know. Anyway, I can do that off camera. So next time we'll continue with that. Hopefully, possibly even kill the wither if we can get around it. But yeah, we'll see how we go. And until next time, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you soon.